Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel. And how are we feeling, Leeds fans, after that fantastic win, a 3-2 win at the London Stadium against West Ham United? It's our first win in London since the win last season against Fulham at Craven Cottage. Only the second one, of course, under Bielsa in the Premier League. And what a win it was. We really needed it. We moved 9 points clear of the relegation zone now. Huge result. And also now, puts the pressure off that massive looking before this game against Newcastle United on Saturday at Ellen Road. Obviously still a big game, but a win there would really see us home, I believe. I actually think that we're probably safe now, and I'll just like to hold my hands up before I get going in this preview and say I was wrong. I was wrong. I felt like Bielsa couldn't turn the situation round. Looks like he has. For me, looks like he has in sort of bad circumstances. Obviously we haven't had our full strength squad available to us for a long period of time now. Obviously not today again. We see Forshaw and Firpo get replaced through injury around the 20-minute mark in this game. So look, we haven't had our best team out probably once or twice this season. That's probably it. The rest of the time it's been pieced together. There's injuries, COVID, etc. And through it all, Bielsa has kept the team ticking over, and today for me is probably one of the best performances and results that we've had since the return to the Premier League. I mean, you can say about obviously Man City last season, there was a few that caught the eye, wasn't there? And there hasn't been a great deal this season. The games that we've won, you'd have probably expected to. This one, given our bad history in London and the way that West Ham United are doing under Moyes, not just this season, but they've built it up from last season as well. It's probably up there with the best that we've ever had in the Premier League since we've been back. Those last season and this. So let me know in the comments. Do you agree with me there? But what I'm saying is, yeah, I hold my hands up. I was wrong about Bielsa, and he can stay as long as he likes for me. Although I do believe he probably will be coming to the end at the end of this season. But yeah, look, I'm not going to bash Bielsa anymore. Certainly not after this result. What a result it was. So let's get into it then. Obviously, we're looking then at the starting lineup. It's a bit of a different one, isn't it? You're thinking of who's going to play where. Obviously, Pascal Strout comes in. Rodrigo's back on the bench. I didn't probably expect him to start. But amongst the, only Rodrigo is basically the only first team player, if you like, although they are first team players now, aren't they? I think there was only, out of the 9 subs, there was 7 teenagers amongst that. It was great to see Noah Kenner amongst the subs as well. But yeah, a youthful bench. Archie Gray, of course, 15 years old, was on the bench again as well. But the game starts. We were bang at it actually, right from the off. Right from the off, we were bang at West Ham. Didn't give them a moment's peace really, and we deserved that first goal. Jack Harrison. Obviously, it's played down the right from Rafinha. It works its way into the middle. Click gets his shot saved, but it bounces out to Forshaw, who tees up Harrison and he puts it in the corner. 1-0. It's his second Premier League goal in as many games at that stage, having bagged the first in the win against Burnley. Obviously, it's back-to-back wins for Leeds United for the first time this season, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, from there, you're thinking, for me, in the first stages, we looked completely. We were firing for West Ham. We wanted them. We were going after them. We got ourselves in front. Unfortunately, Forshaw and Firpo get injured. That interrupts our flow. But a shout to Leo Hyelde and Lewis Bate, who I thought came in and did an absolutely fantastic job. They were fabulous, to be honest with you. Hyelde, looked brilliant. I pinpointed him in my preview. I thought he might start, but he obviously didn't. But he got a good 70-odd minutes under his belt there in this game. I thought he would be up against Antonio, as it was. Pascal Strout took Antonio. Hielde seemed to be out on the left-hand side of the defence as the game got going. I thought Strout might go onto the left and Hielde in the middle with Ayling, but it didn't work out like that. Obviously Stuart Dallas, who was the only player who for me had a bit of a quiet game, although he was combative, was the only one for me who had a little bit of a quiet match and who didn't really, he made a mistake for that first goal, which we'll come on to now. So obviously, we're 1-0 up, there's a corner, it comes in. Dallas just completely loses Bowen, who's on a form, he's in the form of his life, is Jared Bowen. I would expect him to get a call up to England, in the England squad very, very soon. He heads it in. It's a disappointing way to concede, but from there you're kind of thinking we're probably going to struggle to get anything out of this game now, even though it was just 1-1 at that point. But we continue to go at West Ham, and we not long after that we get ourselves a corner. Rafinha whips it in, it's knocked on by Ayling, and at the back post there, you've got to be in the lottery, haven't you, to win it, and he was there. Harrison gambled at the back post, he was as free as a bird, knocks it into the net, we go 2-1 up. And then from there you think, wow, maybe we can get something from it. We go in, half time is 2-1, and you're thinking, right, come on, don't concede early in the second half. We can do it, we can win this. What did they do? 7 minutes into the second half, they go and concede. It's a frustrating one again to concede. It's Ayling. For me, I must apologise to Luke Ayling as well, to be fair, because I was giving him a bit of jip when that goal went in, really, because I felt it was his fault. He disturbed the equilibrium in the back four by making a little bit of an error that we were lucky to get away with it minutes before that. He fires a long ball through to Bate, I think it is, who miscontrols it. Antonio miscontrols it from there, but they keep it alive. Fornals cuts inside, and it's as easy as you like, puts it in the opposite corner, it's 2-2, and again it's that deja vu feeling of, oh no, we can't get anything from here now. Like when Bowen equalised, you're thinking, oh no, here we are, they're going to win this now. But again, fair play to Leeds United, who kept going, and fair play to Jack Harrison, who, he was on twos on a hat-trick at half-time, and then he gets his hat-trick in the 60th minute. It's his hat-trick. Fair play to him, it's a lovely ball from Rafinha, and then it's a lovely dinked finish to complete his hat-trick, puts us back in 3-2, and then with from chances we Rafinha hits the post with that free kick. We're looking very, very compact in the defensive areas. Obviously West Ham are going on to trying to get the equaliser, but we stood strong, and we got there. Obviously there was that click goal. It is offside, Rodrigo. It's disappointing. We would have probably been home and hosed if that had gone in. It would have made a less nervy finish for Leeds fans watching that. And obviously the ground looked fantastic. You could hear the fans all game long singing, Leeds United, obviously behind the goal that Harrison completed his hat-trick in, wasn't they? But they were in fine voice and great. If you went, let me know, how did you enjoy your day? Finally, a rare London away day that has come away with a win and a nice day. I'm sure everybody that went had a good day. But yeah, West Ham are coming back at us, and you're thinking, here we are. Yarmolenko gets one chalked off as well as what we did, and then in the last minute, how on earth has Jared Bowen not put that in? He just over the bar. How on earth he missed it, I will never know quite, but that's the way it went, obviously. And then we win 3-2. What a win it is. But I'll just like to point out 3 players now that impressed me in this game, as I'm doing in my post-match reviews. Obviously going on now, I've sort of whipped up my initial thoughts. It's obviously taken nearly 10 minutes, so thanks for keeping with me if you have. But yeah, I'm picking out, obviously my man of the match is Jack Harrison. Yeah, what more can you say? There's some stats coming up now. Obviously Harrison 3 goals. You can't really not give him man of the match if he's scored a hat-trick, can you really? Unbelievable, great confidence boost for him. because he hasn't looked on it all season. But brilliant from him today. He was on it, took his chances well. He also created 2 chances and he had 2 key passes. So Jackie had a great game, and I was delighted. 4 goals in 2 games now for him, and let's hope he can just go on now. And he's come out and said, keep going, hasn't he, on his Instagram through the tough kind of times. It comes good for him. It's come good for him over the last couple of weeks, a new year perhaps, and hopefully we can see him find the form as he did last season. He was so integral to so many goals and involved in goals as well, wasn't he, last season? Hasn't quite hit it at all this time. Hopefully this is a bit of a turning point we're seeing now today. He was unbelievably good. But another couple of players I'd like to point out. Obviously I've started to try and point out a player that didn't play so well and a player that has improved me. But today, everybody was brilliant. So I'm going to pick out 2 more players that I think were in contention for man of the match, but impressed me nevertheless. I'm not going to pick out any West Ham players today because I think they were relatively poor, actually. And they were lucky, really, to get 2 goals, really. I mean, they could have been hammering at that door, at the Leeds United door all night long, and I don't think we would have... we would have seen them score another goal. I think it was just one of them days that, luck was on our side, and it felt almost like we were going to win, even though, to be honest, throughout the game I'm kind of thinking, oh, come on Leeds, we're going to throw it away again. But really we dug in, and when fair play to the boys for doing that. They were unbelievable, great 3 points. Another player I'd like to pick out is that man Rafinha, who I felt was absolutely excellent today. Always is. When he's good, he's very, very good. When he has the quiet moments, some games, doesn't he? But he was on it today. He was fantastic. So some stats from Raf's performance. 1 assist, obviously, for the winning goal. Jack Harrison's 3rd. Lovely pass out there. He saw him just speeding on straight towards Jack, into his path. He dinked it over Fabianski. Brilliant stuff. Chances created 8 and key passes 7. So Raf had a great game, didn't he? And then for that 4th goal that wasn't Klick's goal, he just completely beat their defender down that right hand side, cut it back. Obviously Klick puts it in. It was offside, like I've said. Rodrigo was offside, but that one would have seen us home and dry with sort of 15 minutes to go or something like that. But yeah, another player that impressed me today was Pascal Struijk. Some stats from Struijk's game today then. Duels 110, recoveries 15, aerial duels 1-5 and clearances 3. So again, Pascal Struijk impressed me. Coming back in, he's obviously had quite a few games out, but he just marshalled Antonio extremely well. Like I said in my preview, I thought it might be Hyelde against Antonio, as it was. Hyelde was out on the left for the majority of the game, and he impressed me as well. But Pascal Struijk is one of the, one of our strongest centre back. I don't know about it. Who's best? Maybe it's Struijk and Llorente, but again, another one to mention just briefly is Robin Koch, who I thought again was quietly brilliant, as he was against Burnley as well, and he's an important cog in that team and playing out of position perhaps for some of it. Obviously, another thing to address is obviously Lewis Bate. He got subbed after being subbed on, and there's nothing in that really. He played well. It's just Bielsa does that sometimes. He's for the good of the team, isn't he, Bielsa? He'll have a chat with Bate, who obviously would have been disappointed. He looked visibly obviously disappointed, as he would, coming on in the 22nd minute, then get whipped off in the 65th minute. But I'm sure he'd have realised it's for the better of the team, and he does that sometimes, does Bielsa. So it wasn't because he was not playing well. He was doing well. I thought Bate as well in the middle, like he did in the FA Cup game last week. He played very well. Today he was good, and there was no malice in that sub, was there? He was just doing it for the betterment of the team, and obviously in the end we won the game and happy days. So yeah, but let me know what your thoughts are. Of course, a fabulous win, a fantastic win, and brilliant to win in London, isn't it? And West Ham, great to get one over on them after they've had so much positives against us recently since we've come back into the Premier League. Finally, we've got a win against them. And yeah, I'm delighted about it. Let me know your comments. Of course, it's always great to hear from you. Remember, if you like the content, to subscribe. We're very, very close now to 200 subscribers. So, if you like what I'm saying, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let me know your comments. But what a win. Great performance all round from the boys today. I cannot fault one of them today. Absolutely fantastic. Let me know your thoughts. March on together. I'll see you on the next one.